This is a HeadGum podcast.
All right, friends, welcome back to another episode of Two Idiot Girls. Woo! How you doing?
Not good.
How come?
There was disaster moments before we started filming.
Here, I'll start it off. I went to Pilates this morning. You guys are probably like, why do you look so different? I went to Pilates and I also got laser hair removal. And then I went to the bathroom to freshen up. And I was on the phone with a laser hair removal center discussing packages and things like that. And then all I hear...
While you're in the bathroom?
Yeah. Arose such a calamity, as he
Right.
said in the Santa Claus.
Right.
I just hear all of this glass crashing as I'm about to finish my phone call. I go, yeah, okay, thank you, okay, yeah.
Did you hear me?
All I heard was Billy going, no.
I literally
Yeah.
went, oh my God, no!
And I went, arose such a calamity.
A clatter.
Oh, what does he say?
Arose such a clatter.
He doesn't say calamity.
No, but that is a big word, so
it
it
write
does
that
still
down.
apply.
I'm gonna write that down.
It still does apply.
I bet you bitches don't even know how to spell calamity.
You bitches can't even
Arose
spell
such a
calamity.
clatter. He kept saying clatter, so that's what made me think it was calamity. That's my bad. Anyways,
Who's he?
that little kid
Saint
from the
Nick?
movie. No, from the Santa Claus, where he kept saying that. And the dad was like telling him, shut up and go lay down. That movie's so funny.
Who said that? Saint Nick?
No, that shitty little
Who's
kid.
he?
You know,
I love that movie.
But you know, like, you want to kill that little kid the whole
Yeah, he's
first movie?
annoying.
Yeah.
He's super annoying.
I'm like, yeah, that
Tim
little
Allen's
shit.
kind of annoying in that movie too, but like,
And IRL, but you know.
well, yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, there was trouble afoot. Basically, me and Billy spent the morning cleaning out our fridge and our pantry, and so we were tossing a bunch of stuff, like rearranging a bunch of stuff. Like I took a bunch of drinks out of there and put them in the garage, and like we were doing all this like basically cleaning, like spring cleaning, deep cleaning. I cleaned out the fridge with like a sponge and everything. I was like really going to town, because today was one of those days where I'm feeling suffocated by my home. And I feel like because I've been traveling and working so much that I haven't been doing things around the house that I really want to do. So today I was like, today we should do some stuff. Spend a morning doing that. Then we were like, you know what? We're feeling good. We rearranged everything, reorganized, looking great, feeling good. Jason got here. And I was like, okay, I'll be right in there. And I was obviously, as you know, she was in the powder room having a conversation with laser away or whatever the fuck.
It's not laser away.
I know. It's the only place I could think of. Anywho, Billy and I were taking out the trash bags. Like we had those huge heavy duty ones, and he didn't even pick it up to like swing it over his shoulder like a sack. He picked it up to hold it from the bottom. As he like picked it up, the entire bottom just fell out. Like didn't stand a fucking chance. We didn't make it 2 steps. Like,
Where were you guys? Because I went out there to help clean that. We cleaned for like what, an hour probably.
yeah.
There was like 4 different jars of Dijon mustard.
Yeah.
4 different jars.
And there was like 6 jars of olives.
Yeah.
Like there was
3 jalapeno jars.
Yeah, jalapenos. There was they're not, what do they call them? Banana peppers.
Yeah.
Like those. There was alcohol. There was, oh my God, there was just so many things. There was hummus. There was like, and why was that hummus in glass?
It was everywhere.
Since when does hummus come in
Yeah,
glass?
I thought the same thing.
Literally every single jar that could have smashed did. And it smashed like Billy threw it down like it was a touchdown.
That hallway smelled like a Quiznos, bro. It's crazy. I'm in line at Subway.
Smelled like a walk-in fridge
Yeah, I'm waiting to
at
put my order.
Togo's. I'm sick. I literally had to reschedule a meeting because I cried twice cleaning it up. Because one thing about me, I obviously don't love mess, and that's like dirty mess, but it's the smells that were like, I was like, my house is gonna smell like an olive.
But it's already gone. I was
Thank God it's
honestly
gone.
more stressed about the glass.
The glass too.
So
Obviously, I thought about that after because I have 2 human.
but the hogs were put away.
Yeah,
so
thank God.
Yeah, they weren't even near it when it happened.
They were like
When the calamity occurred.
when arose such a calamity.
Yeah.
The dogs were both in the kitchen chewing toys, and thank God like there's a way to take them to their crates so they don't have to pass
Away
that.
from the area. Yeah.
But they're just big sniffers and hoovers. Like they will eat anything that they find on the ground, no matter how hard I try to stop them. So that obviously was stressing me out. And poor Dason, she was here and she helped a ton, which was very nice of her. But it was a disaster. And it happened moments ago. So big bummeroony on our end. But thankfully it's clean and it doesn't smell like a big old olive anymore.
No.
It doesn't smell like a Subway anymore out there. Thank fucking God.
You did it, Joe. Good work.
It did smell exactly like a sandwich place.
Yeah.
That is true. It smelled exactly
like
like
you
it.
just smell the vinegar and the
The veggies, the preserved veggies. There was also like 8 ginger beers in there that I think were from Uncle Donovan. Like they were not from us. Like we didn't buy those. All of them smashed.
Yes.
And they were a couple months past due.
Yes.
So all the ginger was sitting at the very bottom.
Yes.
And the rest was all liquor.
But you couldn't. No, isn't ginger beer non-alcoholic?
No.
Oh. Are you sure?
I'm sure there is non-alcoholic ginger beer.
Oh. For some reason I thought it was.
Well, someone will correct me.
I've never had one, and guess what, guys? I don't care, so it's okay. Whoever's right, no one cares.
I just had the mess clean of a lifetime just now, so forgive me if I'm not right about that. But thankfully, it's fixed, and here we are.
Yeah,
but that was a big hoopla for no reason, like just no fucking reason. Anyways, what's going on with you? Got a really cute workout set on.
Back on my Pilates shit.
I commented that earlier when you got here.
I know.
The color's really cute.
I fucking hate the bra pad in this. I usually in all of my tops, I rip them out.
Is it the removable one?
Yeah, but this one has like, you know when you put on like a regular bra with like snaps on the back, you have those hooks?
Yeah.
It's hooked on both sides, but only on the bottom part, so that's why it just folds down. It's not like double hooked. Do you know what I mean? So I can't undo I was in here topless before that happened.
Oh, nice.
Trying to undo with my back to the door just in case. But I was like titties out trying to pull out the thing and it wouldn't work. So
that's
when I get
very
home,
interesting. I've never seen that.
Any workout top or any top I have that has the pads in, I take them out because they're useless.
Me too.
And am I gonna?
And I hate when they fold.
Yeah. And am I gonna? And so if you're wondering why it looks like it's because it's that. But I'm gonna.
It doesn't look bad at all. But I get what you mean. Though.
Yeah. No.
That
and
is
if you're
very interesting.
only watching audio, you should come to the video so you can see that my nipples are always hard.
You can see.
One time I went to a gas station. It was freezing in there like recently because I was buying like a Celsius, and the lady, I was like, oh, like talking to myself, and she goes, "It's cold, huh?" Looking right at my nips. Why did you do that to me?
Why are you turning the headlights on when you're in there?
I don't have. They are doing whatever they want to do at all times. One thing about me is I'm always going to be full tilt.
I know. Can you
nipping.
imagine? Can you imagine if you could control it? That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I go.
Yeah,
me sucking them back in.
That reminds me of like The Office when Dwight's trying to donate blood, and she goes, "Sorry, I can't seem to find a vein." He goes, "Can you find one now?" And she goes, "Yeah." And then it cuts to his interview. He goes, "I taught my veins to hide in case anyone tries to take my blood."
That's me, but I was an Accutane kid for 1.5 years, so I already know that the biggest vein in my arm is in my right arm. Because one time they did my left arm and it took forever and it hurt, and I was like, "Don't ever do that again."
Yeah.
So anytime I have to give blood or get tested for anything, autism, I use my right arm.
My veins are really easy, honestly. My veins are a horse. They're just
what is it?
They're easy.
It's not viscous. What's the word I'm thinking of? Where
you're thinking varicose?
No, I know you don't have varicose veins. I would never say that. There's a word. What's the word where like you're like extra
vascuous?
Yes.
Yeah, vascuous.
Or vascular.
Vascular. Yeah.
I knew it wasn't varicose. I was gonna say that to be annoying. I knew it wasn't that though.
I'm really not that vascular though, but I just feel like my veins are just easy. They just want you to take their blood. They're just open for business.
I think they just want attention, so maybe that's why.
Probably.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the first time. Well, it's not the first part of me that needs attention.
No, that's what I'm saying. That makes perfect sense.
Anything else going on with you? Besides your bra pads?
my hard nips? No, I don't think so. Oh, I got like laser hair removal yesterday.
Nice. How was it?
And before,
Jason told me it wasn't that bad.
Before anyone comes to me about beauty standards, if you want to, I'm all for a bush summer. Do not get me wrong. I'm for a full bush summer.
We kind of talked about that though.
I feel like we have in the past, but I personally I am very ingrown. What's the word? Prone. I'm very ingrown prone. Okay, so I've been getting waxed for
Don't mind me. I'm gonna have a piece
Drew's
of my
having a
ramen.
snack. Yeah, go ahead and put your mic away from your mouth too when you're chewing.
Don't mind me.
I've been getting waxed like consistently for about a year. I've been doing full bikini. It hurts, but like I don't think it's that bad. It stops hurting like almost immediately.
It hurts to like like how it would hurt if you got hair ripped out of you.
Yes,
it's like to be expected.
I will say, I thought laser hair removal would hurt way more. It doesn't hurt at all. And then I told the lady the next time I come, I'm like, we need to turn that thing on turbo because I have the thickest hair in the world. Like nothing is strong enough to get my hair away. But I was doing waxing my pits and my Brazilian. I was doing it for over a year and a half. I loved it because I didn't get ingrowns. I felt like it helped me a lot down there. I was very excited about that. It was one less thing I had to worry about, whatever.
Right.
One of the last times I went, when was it? No, this was earlier this year I went. We had never talked about like my platform or anything like that. Like I was using my last name.
Because why would you?
Because why would it? But I was using my last name. So that's my fault too. Usually I don't. And I forgot. So, because you know why? Because no one in my family had ever gotten a Brazilian. And the first time I went by myself, well, I usually go by myself. I wasn't thinking straight. So that's my fault. So anyway, so I used my last name, whatever. And one of the last times I went earlier this year, she was like waxing down there and had laid it over the most important part there at the top, right? Had put the wax right there, and we were talking about sisters. And then I was like, right, yeah. I was talking about Bob's Burgers. And I was like, oh, I love Bob's Burgers. My sister. She goes, well, I know who your sister is. We've never talked about my platform before. Her face is inches from my vagina. Mm-hmm. She goes, I lays the hot wax down my hood down there and says that. She goes, well, I know who your sister is. Makes a tap. Whoosh. And I go,
let's take a peek under the hood.
Let's take a look. And I go, right. And then this last time it got caught in my hole down there. So then I was like, I don't think I could do this anymore. And I just finished my wax passes, which was the most important thing to me because I wanted to get my money's worth. So anyways, I went and got laser hair removal yesterday. It took 10 minutes, if that. And the lady was really nice. And wow,
you've also been waxing too, though, so that's probably a helpful.
But I will, as somebody who's done both, waxing hurts way more.
No, I mean, like, why it went so fast?
Oh,
you've been keeping up with.
First of all, on my way there, because Carrie went with me, she told me, you shaved, right? And I go, no, I have never shaved all the way down there. I just have someone else do it for me. So I was like, okay.
Oh, like you've never done that yourself?
No. So then I was in my poor friend Lindley's bathroom. No, never.
Interesting.
I've only ever done the front.
Interesting.
How y'all lining up down there? I didn't know you had to get down there. When I went to get my Brazilian,
you know how I'm lining up? You know how I'm doing? I'm making sure. Well, actually, finish your story and then I'll finish mine.
What was I say? I didn't know I had to. So then I was like in Lindley's bathroom, like full squatting in her shower, like shaving my downstairs area. Got near my all holes. Got down there.
That's nice though that you get to shave for that, because for waxing it's the opposite.
You have to let it grow, which I don't mind because then I'm not doing it. Do you know what I mean? And so
I know, but like. It's like, it's just interesting that it's the opposite, you know. But
I switched to laser hair removal because it's supposed to make the hair thinner and then make it easier for whatever cleanup and stuff like that, which I don't mind. And I'm ingrown prone. So, but if I could do full bush summer, full bush year.
Yeah, Dason would love to do a bush. She's talked about it.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I've been bald as fuck for well over 10 years, and it's because of that. Like my hair is so fucking thick. I know I've made this joke on the pod before too, that the men would really hate to know that my pussy's got a better hairline too. Like they would really hate to know that. I got a gray hairline on my head, great one on my fucking puss too. But the hair is so thick and like it's like painful. Like I literally have to be bald. Like that's the only way for me. I've been shaving bald though for like well over 10 years. You know how I line it up, like get all the way the fuck in there. Dude, I'm literally sitting like Spider-Man when he's looking at the city. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Oop, I knocked my phone down.
Oh, he's on the corner of a building?
Yeah, he's on the corner of a building surveying the
full
city.
Squat?
Yeah, I'm sitting like a gargoyle, you know what I'm saying? How the fucking, how the hunchback in Notre Dame would be looking at, you know, his people when he'd be looking down. You gotta
get in there. I mean, I thought I got all of it and then I was moving things around. I go, what goes on
Yeah,
down
I think
here?
I'm not flexible, and then when I gotta shave my butthole and like
I get in
all
there.
the way back there, yeah, I'm pretty flexible.
Yeah.
But I literally have to perch on the little ledge in my shower.
Right.
That's why sometimes small showers are tricky for me, because I'm a big person in general, but also because got a lot of real estate, got a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah.
So because I'm so tall, so like and big, so I get it. Trust me. I've been bald as fuck down there forever, and it's purely convenience because it's just there's just no other way for me. I used to never give a fuck, if I'm being real.
About what?
About Bush. I never used to care.
I mean, you guys.
I used to give her a little trim, like a haircut, like when you trim your Zen gardens. Like I used to give her one of those, but then I started getting
tree.
like then I used to comb the sand around it. You know what I'm saying? I used to do that, but then like it started getting uncomfortable because, especially when I was in college, because I was going to the beach all the time. So then I was just giving her a little trim, a little fade. But then it got to be too uncomfortable. So I was like, fuck it.
We're going to take a quick little break, and this is with our friends at Audible. So y'all know me and Drew, we are huge fans of audiobooks. I think it's such a fun way to listen, and it gives you a different like sensory type of experience, and we're obsessed. So we love that Audible's romance collection has something to satisfy every side of you. When it comes to what romance you're into, you can't be pinned down unless you want to be. Here's your invitation to have it all. Fancy a dalliance with a duke, or perhaps a sexy billionaire? Find a book boyfriend or girlfriend or partner in the city and another on the hockey field. Or if nothing on this earth satisfies, you can always find love in another realm. You can also hear modern day rom-coms from authors like Lily Chu and Ali Hazelwood, the latest romantasy series from Rebecca Yarros, and Regency favorites like Bridgerton and Outlander, plus all the really steamy stuff. Your first great love story is free when you sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com/2idiotgirls. And you are all very well aware of this because we talk about it all the time. Drew's audiobook is available on Audible as well. And get this, it's narrated by Drew, including the new version of her audiobook that will be out on August 26th, which includes an extra chapter from the version that came out last year. So you can also listen to that audiobook on Audible. Now, back to the episode.
Fuck it. Bald puss. Fuck it.
No, I've been a full bush girl my entire life.
Yeah.
I literally wasn't until last year where I was like,
that's true.
I couldn't take any more of the ingroads. You guys, one time I got one
yours are way worse than mine.
Yeah.
I do get them, but yours are way worse.
Where I almost think I have that HS thing that girls get where they get those big like sores. Like I thought it was that. I did so much research on it.
Yeah, that is
but
true.
I don't have any of the other symptoms because those are like that's like a form of an autoimmune disease. So I did all this research. I was like, okay, I don't have that. I just have thick ass hair.
Yeah.
And as a pilonidal cis girly, I feel like I should know that. So, which like when did I get that?
Yeah, you would think.
When I was 17, they were telling me to get laser hair removal, and I was like, the patriarchy, it's everywhere.
You're not gonna get me.
When like I can't sit because there's a cyst the size of a fucking handball in my butt crack, and I'm 18.
Yeah, thick ass hair girls,
bro.
Rise.
Yeah, they were like, and then I was telling my mom like, that's embarrassing. I don't need to do that. Now I'm gonna be 32, and I'm like, what are we looking at over here? What's it look like?
I know. I literally look at laser hair removal like how Alex the Lion was looking at Marty when he started going crazy. Like that's how I look at laser hair removal. I just like I don't have the time right now.
Yeah.
But when I do, I'm gonna pounce on that hoe.
But that's what I'm saying.
I can't wait. I want to neck down laser hair removal.
We should go together.
I would love to.
Yeah, because the lady that I went to,
it's just like how often do you have to go? Because
once a month.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's between every 4 to 6 weeks.
Maybe I should try to put it like.
Stack it with other shit.
No,
but I'm saying the place that I went, then the reason I went there is because Carrie goes there, and she was saying the lady that I go to, she's in her 40s, she has kids and has no idea about anything.
Beautiful.
Like y'all think you want to do this, and then someone's waxing your literal coochie and says that she knows who you are.
And I can't even tell you the famous people I know personally,
like,
and I mean like literal famous and like influencer famous, that exact thing has happened. Getting your pussy waxed or lasered. I can't even tell you how many women I know.
was just texting,
Can't even tell you how many.
You know the girl I went to lunch with yesterday?
Yes.
I forgot that when that happened to me, I sent her a voice note and I asked her. This was like in March. I was like,
telling her about it.
Yeah, I was like, were you the one that told me this happened to your sister? Because her sister has a platform.
Yes.
And she said, oh yeah, but instead of telling her to her face while she's waxing her that she knew who she was, she posted about it in her Instagram story, which has also happened to me too. So that's why I'm saying like.
And I told y'all what happened to me at the vet. So forgive me if I don't want nobody looking at my bald pussy when they're telling me. Big fan of your content, by the way.
Yeah.
Like
flicking wax out of my hole, bro. There's no way.
For real. Let's take a look under the hood.
I'm putting my legs up in the air like when you wipe a baby's butt and you're waxing my literal butthole.
Doing a pike.
Yeah. like a diving pike.
Yeah.
Like it's like super tight.
Yeah.
Oh, but I was gonna say that the lady yesterday when she was doing my Brazilian, I was sitting like you have to sit butterfly, so this is like when your legs are like this. Right?
Yeah.
And so my hands were on my stomach, and then she goes, "Oh my god, I love your nails." And I go, "Thanks." And she goes, "Why are these too short?" And then I go, "Oh, I'm a lesbian." And she goes, "I don't know what that means." While she's doing this, she's going, "It's going ding ding ding." Up and down my hole.
She doesn't know what it means. At least she's being honest.
No, I know. And then I told her, "Oh, well, I'm a lesbian." She goes, "I know. What does that mean?" And I told her, "If I want to put these inside someone,
I use these as a tool for sex."
You're looking at a power tool.
Yeah, you're looking at, these are a gun in the right hand.
If I want to put my fingers inside someone,
A gun in a crazy hand and a blessing in another. You know what I mean?
Party in the front, business in the back. I told her, then they won't hurt someone. She was like, oh, okay. I never would have thought of that. That makes so much sense. And then I told her, yeah, usually when people ask me, I tell them, oh, I love to bowl or I like playing guitar or some shit like that. And she's like, but it doesn't matter to me because I'm looking at your holes, right? And I'm all, no, it doesn't. That's what I told you.
Like when I got spray tanned the first time and I told my girl, I was like, man, you just look at celebrity hole all day long, don't you? And she was like, yeah, I don't even notice anymore. And she was like nude people, like I don't notice at all anymore. I'm so desensitized to it. And I was like, that's nice.
The only time I ever did nude was for Coachella, and it was such a game changer.
Told you.
Yeah.
I do a nude every time. It's so funny too because you know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I don't care with her. Like, I think it's because it's all business and she's never been weird.
I feel like that's the last time I got one.
She's been tanning me for 2 years too. Yeah, that is actually because that was right before Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that like I know some people wear the paper thongs and stuff. You do you. But I one time wore a too thick thong and then it literally, or like they were cheeky underwear, but they had
and so you pull them up your butt, but then like you leave them over your belly. And I told her, dude, I hate when I do that. So even because I would always do a thong and I pull it under
had
my
a big
belly,
rectangle on my
your stomach,
on my fucking stomach, which is like what the fuck.
Yeah. What the fuck?
And I love my tan girl. She's the best. But she be looking at my hole all goddamn day. She don't care.
Yeah, I feel
that's why that's why it's always women in those fields for me. Like, I don't know how people have male gynecologists. Like, I really genuinely don't. And if I was gonna be so for real and so honest, I do think that you're a creepy weirdo if you're a man who pursues that specifically.
I'm trying to think of
being an obstetrician is one thing, and OBGYN is one thing. Like, if you're a baby doctor, that's one thing. If you're specifically a gynecologist, you're giving me weird creepo vibes. I'm weirded out. I'm creeped out.
I was trying to think if I've ever had a male gyno.
No, but I know they exist and it's weird. I've always had a female gynecologist.
Yeah, I think so too.
A woman. Thank God. Especially for stuff like that. I'm like, I really don't want men giving me news when it comes to that. Like, I really don't.
No,
sorry.
Why would a man?
I don't want to hear what you have to say about that. I don't give a fuck if you went to school. Like, and I don't mean an OB. I mean specifically a gyno. Because I know sometimes OBGYNs can also act as a gynecologist for you sometimes. That's not what I mean. Don't mean baby doctor. Right. I mean specifically a puss doctor. So, anywho.
What should we even talking about? We talked about my bush for way too long.
That's true. We did talk. I thought we were talking about the mess still for a second.
About the what?
The mess that was made out there. I completely.
That was
forgot.
a different bush. That was your bush for the day.
Yeah, that was my mess of potatoes.
Yeah.
I had a big mess of potatoes.
What was I gonna say? Oh wait, shows this week. Okay, so let's talk about Chief of War really fast.
Yes, I caught up on Chief of War. So did you.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? How are you feeling?
It's just filmed so beautifully.
It looks stunning.
And the coloring. So, I will say sometimes in the nighttime scenes, I'm like, I cannot see anything. And that's also okay.
No, that's true. And that's like when I'm watching it during the daytime, there's like too much light in my house. So
but it's just so beautiful. Watching them all speak Olelo the whole time is really, really cool.
Yep.
And seeing that many beautiful Polynesian people that aren't the same like three people is honestly really sick.
Amen.
And I mean, even the guy that's playing Kamehameha, me trying not to cry talking about it, for him to get discovered being a kalo farmer, isn't that crazy?
Yes.
They were like on site in Maui and he saw him.
Yes, I know the whole story.
I watched so many TikToks on like Kamehameha, like about how his bones are buried in 2 different spots, but no one knows because those people killed themselves to hide the secret.
It's true.
And that he was like over 7 feet tall. Did you know that?
Yeah, 7 feet is like, that's one of those like it's with time it gets more and more fantastical.
Well,
but he is a very tall man. Like
in the TikTok I watched, he was saying the reason they think he was 7 feet tall is because his cape or
it went to a certain length.
It went to 7 feet and it was never allowed to touch the ground.
Yes,
so
because it was kapu for it to touch the ground. Yeah,
but it's just so beautifully done. I think everyone bitching.
He could also be like 6'8" and then like. Like you could make it to the point where it still doesn't. It's like they're rounding up because they're trying to assume or guess because you also have to account for shoulder width, like what's holding it up. I've watched so many TikToks on it too, but I learned a lot about him in school too.
Yeah.
So it's all theorized, but he was a very large man.
I saw someone comment said that this is Shogun, but for Polynesian people, for Pacific people.
That's true.
I haven't watched Shogun, but I've heard beautiful things about it. Yeah.
No, but I know a lot about Shogun. Like I know because I had to study a lot of it too for reward season.
Did you know that it was based off a book series? And I only knew that because of my grandpa.
I did know that because I
Our
think
grandpa.
Steve told me.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Grandpa
'cause
says I
Steve
told him
loved
you
that
should
show.
watch it. It won a bunch of awards. I gave
And
him.
it was all in Japanese too.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Is it in Japanese?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like their dialogue. Obviously, they
Sure,
have
sure.
English speaking people come in, but it's just like Chief of War, where
Yeah.
it's predominantly in that.
But
in
Grandpa
their
told me
native
I was
tongue.
watching it. And I realized like a couple episodes, and I go, "Oh my god, this is the book series I read like a million years ago." I was
I'm
like,
not
of course
even.
it was.
It's- Is it named the same?
I don't know.
Probably.
Probably, and he's 100 and doesn't know. But
I only know it was a book series because Steve told me. But yeah, that is Shogun for all people. It's fucking true, and it's so beautiful, like you said. Like, but it's so interesting. Like their dynamics and like how they think and how they feel and all that stuff. Like even the parts in the spoiler. If you haven't watched this episode yet, don't listen to this.
episode 3. Yeah.
This is episode 3. The part where he's in like that Spanish island, like Katiana.
Mm-hmm.
He's there and he's talking to that other Hawaiian lady, like he meets her, and then she's setting up trade or whatever, like making an offer, and then he's like, "You've been away from home too long," and I'm like, "Fucking T, period, catcher." But then when they left, and then she was saying like they're coming regardless, like this is the only way we can protect it because they're gonna come, they will come back. That's with that I was like chills on my spine.
Yeah.
Colonization is so nasty and ugly and gross.
And the only pirate that wanted to help him was the black guy.
I know. And then when they took him, I was like, I literally when they were kicking the shit out of him, I was telling Billy, I don't want to watch this anymore. Like I was telling him, turn it off.
I know. I kept thinking, oh my god, what's gonna happen? And then it ended. I was like, dang it.
I know.
But it
So
was
that's
a
why-
really good. It
was
was
really
so
good.
good, guys. I really like that show.
I love it. And if you want to learn more about just like, well, specifically Hawaiian legend and lore, historical fact, like all of this is historical. It's all very true. Like, and it's like, you know, writing and everything and depiction. If you guys want to learn more about it, that's a wonderful show to watch. Like it's such a beautiful show to watch too, in terms of like what we looked like, how we dressed, how like, and when I say we, I mean like obviously Pacifica people, but like just like how they were living, like what it, like how they, I think what's beautiful too is like when they talk about how they see the world, like how they see prophecy, like how they speak to each other, how they believe in family, love, like war, that kind of thing. I think all of that is so interesting. And I think it's like, it speaks to a larger thing about how Pacifica people typically move in life and family units and like duty, honor, like all that shit. Like I was saying, like the honor, you see how like, you know, like Katmanu, like she doesn't want to get married because she knows like that she's not gonna be able to provide an heir or whatever based off what the seer told her. But when they're talking to
I
each
wish
other,
I could see that seer. I wish she would come see me, Taula, or whatever her name is.
Taula, yeah.
I want her to come see me and tell me what's going on, girl.
And she would speak in prophecies and you wouldn't understand it, and then
I'd
you'd be like,
oh, forget it.
yeah. But with you know how she's like, she's still doing it, like she's still like, she doesn't want to necessarily, but she understands like this was her role all along. Like I need you guys to understand that family dynamic that is so strong inside. I've said for years, well before I did this, that I really do think they should study that. Like someone should study that genealogical fucking trait of like loyalty to the family, specifically to family and to honor. Like damn, that shit is ingrained in us. I know it's not exclusive to us, but I just think it's so interesting.
Well,
You can
and
see
I
it play
will
out.
say,
Same with Katiana, like
Yeah.
when he goes and helps
The king, even though he doesn't want to, yeah.
even though he doesn't want to, it's like duty and honor.
but I was gonna say, I feel like that expectation is held more intensely over women.
Women, yes, of course.
So then I'm like, you know what I mean?
yes, of course.
Like
That's
he's like, you know what? I'm not doing it anymore. But like,
well, and it, like he's like, no, I don't want to. And then they came and, you know, found him, and then they threatened to kill his whole family, and he was like, all right, fine, I'll do it. And then he ran away again, and then it was like this constant like, I gotta go back, even though he could just fuck off. Like he's like, I gotta go back. Obviously, I gotta go back. But yeah, you're right. They do loiter it over women far more, but women are prepared for it. Like, you know how like,
but that's what I'm saying.
that's
We're
the
raised with that
crazy part.
expectation.
Yeah,
already,
that's the crazy part. And you know when she's going to after they get married, and then she's going to the little house, and then she's like, this is what's gonna happen next. Like this is what we do. This is what we who we are, whatever. And then she's like, I know. Like she's just very like, yep, I got it. Don't worry about it. And it's tragic and awful, but it's so accurate. Beautiful, stunning, no notes. Love that show. And then I put that silly ass meme in my story last week where it said like some guy was complaining about the fact that like it's
not
like
in English.
it's not in English, and someone's like, when a descendant of colonization is pissed off that the show about colonization is not spoken in the colonizer language. Like, what the fuck? Like, you fucking dumb bitch. Why would they be speaking English to each other? They never met you hoes. Like, why? It's just that innate arrogance that everybody speaks English.
Well, it's a privilege, yeah.
Yeah, well, and it's because it was forced on everyone. That's why
Yeah.
most people speak English. Like that, and by that I mean other people outside of America speak more than one language. Not that they only speak English because
Sure.
they've been forced to. But anyways, love it. No notes.
Friends, we're gonna take a little break, and this is with our friends at SeatGeek. So I have been looking to find the best deal on Lady Gaga Mayhem Ball tickets. I need to go so bad. I need to see her so bad, which is why I want to give the sponsor of today's video, SeatGeek, a huge shout out. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more. Right now, you can get tickets to Beyonce, Coldplay, Kali Uchis, Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, The Weeknd, The Lumineers, and so much more. I love using SeatGeek. We used SeatGeek, I think, to go to the Sweat Tour last year. It was super easy to buy the tickets online, and then you just pull them up on your app when you get there and scan in, and then you're able to enter the venue. It was so freaking easy. SeatGeek has your back. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so you know you're getting a good deal. So look for the green dots. Green means good, and red means bad. Get out of the house this summer, do something fun, and use our code IDIOT10 for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. That's 10% off tickets with promo code IDIOT10. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. Thank you so much, SeatGeek. Now back to the episode.
On to our weekly stop.
This summer I turned pretty.
Now, guys, if any of you thought for 1 second
I was gonna say.
I was gonna watch this episode
Yeah.
and come out the other side a fan of Conrad, you have a problem.
Yeah.
You have a problem, and you need to get checked, because why was I watching this grown ass man goon over this bitch for 90 minutes?
Yeah.
Why was I watching that scene at the peach stand? Some of you bitches are literally coming out of that going, oh my God, I feel so bad for Conrad. You feel bad for Conrad literally gooning over his fucking girl?
Well, and then I told you
Someone else's girl?
Then we cut to her writing his fingers in the guest room. Sorry to be so vulgar.
For 30
what am I watching?
minutes?
What am I watching?
What
am I watching?
When me and Alex and Billy were watching, and I literally go, this is not my show.
We have turned so far from
what?
the light.
We've strayed so far
Yeah.
from God's light.
This is not
What
it.
show is this? The peach stand scene. What the fuck are you bitches talking about? I saw people going, oh my God, like this scene made me love Conrad even more. Why? Why?
And that's where we go back to my original point on why we're Team Jeremiah. You guys are picking Conrad because you think the actor is hotter.
It's
than
just
Jeremiah.
based off looks.
You
Like
can-
it's
and just
purely
be
based off
honest.
looks. Like that's
Just be
such tea.
honest.
That's exactly. That's my point. Like I'm like, you can't defend either of those motherfuckers now. Like literally either of them. In fact, someone tried to write on one of my things like, why are you friend? I need to know why you're Team Jeremiah. He cheated. Belly's cheating the whole goddamn show. Do any of you have anything to say about that? No, you don't. Also, the mirror glaze, raspberry coulis bullshit. Yeah. Obviously, he's a fucking prick. He's turning.
What a sociopath to say you like that much cacao in anything. Do you know what I mean?
And also, they're both. Lest we all forget, they're both rich white dudes.
Yeah.
They both came from money. It wasn't just Jeremiah. They're both like that. That's why they both act like that, because they were raised that way. That's why they both act like that. Not only that,
why is the dad so nice to Conrad?
and also, if someone doesn't kill the dad soon, I'm gonna be pissed. And can I say too? And I do not wish to speak ill of the fictional dead, but the mom, she was very, very superficial and vapid. You guys know that.
Yeah.
She cared a lot about money and like flagrant wealth. Like she cared a lot about looks. Like she really did. We all know that. Her and Laurel butt heads a bunch of times because she's like, she doesn't need that shit. Like, it's so expensive. Yeah. She doesn't need that. And she's like, no, she needs nice things. Like, you guys know that they were raised that way. Like, their mom was like that till the very end. That doesn't make her a bad person, but she was really into nice things. Like, she enjoyed having money. That's fine. So why anyone's shocked that her fucking dipshit sons have tastes that are like expensive and fucking annoying, I don't fucking know. But nowhere in that did Conrad say like, not me, I wouldn't need 80% cacao. He didn't say that shit because he's probably thinking the same thing. But that's his girl, so he's like, yeah, you know,
when she
fuck up
asks
this
her,
cupcake.
can I get a ride? He goes, no.
And you know what's crazy is like some of you bitches
So
are
he
still.
he watched her bike around.
He's seeing her all around town.
He watched her all around, knowing that her mom was not supporting her in this, and that his mom's not there, and knowing Jeremiah's trying to make money and get the dad on the good side. He watched her bike around that little fuck ass town.
And then finally comes and gets her when she physically can't ride her bike anymore. And you just want to tell me, look how nice Conrad is. Fuck y'all. I can't take it anymore. You know what's so annoying? And you know what's crazy is like some of you bitches are still going to say, still, you're still going to say, oh, well, like he can't be around her because, why? Because he can't think about jerking off to her? That makes him a big weirdo. You can't look at that girl without thinking about the last time she was riding it. You're a freak. You're a freak. You're a freak, and I'm going to send you to prison. I'm going to call the cops. And I hate the cops. I'm so pissed off. I could not believe how disgusting that episode was.
And you know what? All I saw were fucking memes about that goddamn cake. I didn't see any of you clocking how fucking weird he was being.
The peach scene. Dude. The fact that she's going, oh, no, and then they have juice going down her and he's staring at her like this.
You know his peepee was doing crazy things down there.
And then he goes like this. Girl, I swear to fucking God. And I'm not even kidding. When I saw that peach stand, I'm not even I said, no fucking way. They're going to pull over and eat peaches.
Not on my show.
No fucking way. They're going to pull over. And I literally, when they did that, I go, what is this? Call Me By Your Name? Fuck you guys. I literally told, when
people talk about that scene in Call Me By Your Name, they talk about it. You guys, can we talk about this for 5 seconds?
Like it's not, and then I think, am I stupid? Like, I literally think, am I stupid?
They talk about that scene. You guys, I get being freaked out. I get being a freak. I get being freaked out. Am I so freaked out that I'm gonna eat a peach that you just gooned in? You just gooned in?
Yeah, you just fresh goon juice.
And maybe it's because they're men, and I think men are gross. Gay men don't count, but you know how I feel. I don't like men. Period. Maybe that's why that just goes over my head, and I go, what are we talking about?
No, and I'm like, I feel like grossed out and creeped out, and then you guys make me feel stupid because I'm grossed out and creeped out. You know what? And that's the thing is like, I'm not a puritanical bitch. I'm not by any stretch. Listen, I want you to get yours. I want you to ride it. Sure.
Like I was saying, be as freaked out as you want. There are just things that I don't want to see.
No, and that peaching, fuck y'all. Like I'm not watching
in the Summer Turned Pretty.
In the Summer Turned Pretty. The way that he was just.
Yeah.
Eyes wide open. Well, rewatch it. Rewatch it after you watch this, and then you come and look me in the eyes and you tell me that you don't think he's being a big, creepy, gross pervert.
And you guys, that's why I felt watching Baby Girl. We could talk about Baby Girl again.
And also, if
I watching?
If I switched the face and I put a face that you're not attracted to right there, in that same exact situation, you'd be like, what a disgusting pervert. Like, you'd be like, you're a pervert.
But Belly, what are you doing?
She's eating peaches. And you know what? She is.
Alexa, play Peaches by Justin Bieber.
Play Peaches. Alexa, play Juicy by Doja Cat. I'm not kidding. Like, I watched and I was like, what is this? When I was watching it. And I remember distinctly telling Alex, I was like, I'm going to ask Harry if there's any such thing like that. Fruit stands like that.
No, because they film all of the show, if you guys don't know, in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Yes.
And I will be spending a good 5 days there pretending I'm Belly in the Summer I Turned Pretty, looking for my mask allows me to my dreams. But she told me, and all I was thinking, she's like, because every
time they have fruit stands?
She said no.
That's the fuking honor system?
She said no.
I literally... When they pulled up, I go, what is it? The fucking honor system?
I watch bitches on TikTok do it all the time. Time to restock my egg stand, and then they go and they get the money out of the little guy.
That's literally what Alex said. She goes, I've seen it on TikTok, and I go, well, I'm gonna ask Carrie if it exists there.
Well, she said there are no such things as peach stands. It's where she's from, in Wilmington specifically. Yeah. She said there is not.
Literally, Carrie is from that exact town because everywhere they've been filming the show,
she's been sending me pictures of her there.
She's like, oh my god, I
went here. Oh, I went there. She said in that Michael's that they're flirting around in. She said that she's had many a mental breakdown in there.
Also, can I say this too? Every suggestion that Conrad gives in place that's like a cheap suggestion is ugly.
Yeah.
And also, can I float you this? What if Jeremiah wants to have nice things because he's having a wedding and would like a nice wedding because he loves her? Has anyone thought about fucking that? Or are we all just like, raspberry coolie?
Yeah.
Fuck him. He sucks too. That's my thing. I'm not, and that's the thing.
And but to be honest, guys, if you're serving chocolate cake at your wedding,
I'm pissed off.
I'm pissed off, and you're a sociopath, and you're going to jail.
You're weird.
Yeah.
Don't pick chocolate.
Don't do that.
Especially not too much. Also, he is like weird taste because a lot of cacao I feel like makes it almost bitter. Which is why you need the raspberry coulis. See, I would know that. I would know. I understand Jeremiah in a way that you guys don't.
Also, I didn't understand Belly's thought process in like, if I don't tell them it's a wedding, it'll be cheaper. Am I the only one that didn't? And the lady said it's $750. She goes, what if it's not a wedding? She goes, it's $750.
You know what that tells you is you're too fucking young to get married.
Agree,
so maybe you should stop. Also, like, why can't she just be like, no, it's too expensive? Like, why can't you say on the phone, it's $800? Do you have $800? Because I don't.
Well, then
like,
said,
why
I'll
can't
put it on the card and then I'll pay it off. Then I'll be like, okay.
Me too.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. All right, that's fine. But we are getting married, so I will assume that dead too. Thanks. Like, appreciate that. Also, like, do you think they know anything about a marriage license? Probably not.
Right.
They probably think it's just like playing pretend in the backyard, which again, we circle back to, why are you getting married?
Yeah.
Like, you're too young to do that shit. But him just like, also him having that fucking 30-minute long fucking recounting of like literally a flashback of him and her fucking around while he's staring at her at the table. Freakazoid freak. And then his brother comes home and tells her the good news that our dad's being supportive because I did something good at work, which kill the dad. We hate him. But he says to himself, I'd rather staple my head 1,000,000 times than watch him touch her like that. Oh, you mean your brother and your brother's soon-to-be wife?
Who they've been dating or being together for 3 years or so? Right.
You're right. Now, do I think Belly is also contributing to it? Yes,
Yeah.
of course she is. Yes, of course she is. That's why I said I'm team everybody fucking go home.
Yeah.
I'm team everybody go home, and I'm going to go kick that peach stand over so no one can go there again.
Yeah. I'm not going to light it on fire because I'm not down to, hurt small businesses. But
Right.
I will be putting a sign over there that says if you're engaged to be married, you're not allowed to be here without your husband.
I'm gonna go eat all the peaches so nobody has any more to eat.
I'm gonna buy out that peach stand every day to ensure
So they can't go back there and goon in front of it anymore.
Yeah.
This
We're
is a gooning-free
zone.
Yeah, goon-free.
No gooning allowed.
No goon-free peaches. I'm gonna start saying these are goon-free peaches.
These are GMO, non-GMO,
Non-GMO, non-goon.
non-goon peaches.
Goon-free.
You're not allowed to goon around these peaches. It's actually against the law.
He's truly making me sick to my stomach. Like, I'm not even kidding. He's making me sick to my stomach. When I was watching, and let me get you this, I didn't cry once at the end because I was looking at him and I was disgusted.
Oh, I did because I was on my period, but
it was sad. Yeah, like I was like, oh,
I wasn't
sad.
crying about him. I was crying because I was sad that the mom was dying.
Yes,
And I was thinking
agree.
how sad I would be if I was in that position.
Yeah, and everybody forgets that Jeremiah was home taking care of her.
Someone said that the mom asked for Jeremiah to stay home. I don't remember that at all.
And did he?
Right.
Okay. And what did Conrad do?
Right.
They're only like a year apart in age, so or a year or two. So
in between thinking of gooning on Belly and then gooning with Belly, and then he goes, and now flashback to my mom dying. Hey, what are we watching? That guy needs help. What's going on?
Yeah.
Him sure. Why does he know how to retile a roof? Does anyone want to clue me in on there?
Oh, because Jeremiah apparently now is an extremely privileged pretty boy that hates the help and hates poor people.
And he's on the roof.
In this new season, that's who he is.
Right, and then he's a handyman, so he's on the roof, mind you, without a shirt on.
Right.
And
it's not in the sun, by the way.
No. So that wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
With just jeans and boots on.
Yeah, the jean.
What the fuck am I watching?
And then he almost falls off the roof because he sees her in a one piece. You need to go to a hospital. You need to go to the
If your butt stinks through jeans while you're retelling the roof and you drop
need
your
to go to the
hammer
hospital.
because you see a girl in a one piece, you need to go to the hospital.
You see a girl in a what are they called? Buckets, like the you know that like that kind of bathing suit top.
A bucket.
No,
a balconette.
Balconette.
You're gooning over a bitch in a balconette one
One
piece?
piece, a striped balconette one piece. Oh.
You're watching her in a Kulani kini one piece, and you almost drop your hammer on her head. All right, friends, we're gonna take a little break, and this is with our friends at Honeylove. So y'all know that we're huge fans of the Honeylove bras. I hate when bras feel like the wiring in it, when they push them up too high and they look not how I like my chest to look. We are huge fans of Honeylove because they are so comfortable and they have fits for every different type of body, if that makes sense. So it's way too hot and for bulky, uncomfortable bras, period. This summer, I'm reaching for Honeylove's cutting edge bra collection to stay cool, comfortable, and supported all season. If you're still dealing with underwire pokes or bras that feel like body armor, it's time for a serious upgrade. Honeylove makes the best wireless bras that feel like a second skin. They're lightweight, breathable, and perfect for hot summer days. Whether you're rocking a t-shirt, tank top, or breezy sundress, their bras give you just the right amount of lift without the squeeze thanks to years of research, development, and testing. It's the ultimate bra experience. And let's talk comfort. Honeylove's signature support comes from smart design, not stiff wires or bulky padding. It's all the shape and hold you want without any of the stuff you don't. Once you try it, you'll honestly forget you're even wearing a bra. So go ahead and ditch the discomfort, say bye to wires, and treat yourself to the summer support you deserve with Honeylove. For a limited time, you can get Honeylove on sale. Treat yourself to 20% off your entire order by heading to honeylove.com/2idiotgirls. Support the show and check them out because you deserve this glow up. Treat yourself to the most comfortable and innovative bras on earth and save 20% off site-wide at honeylove.com/2idiotgirls. Use our exclusive link to get 20% off at honeylove.com/2idiotgirls. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Experience the new standard in bras with Honeylove. Now, back to the episode. Get the hell out of my face.
Dude,
Then he comes back in the house and he has a shirt on. Oh, the shirt's on now? He's telling Dad, I'm just doing some work on the house. When did he learn how to do any of that?
And when did the house start falling apart? The house is brand new. I'm sick. It literally felt like he was just holding a hammer and he's just like doing shit.
And then Jeremiah being like, oh, my dad wanted to do it at the country club. She goes, well, I wanted to get married here. And it's she's so down to earth. Okay.
And then Conrad's on some bullshit like, I would love to get married here. Shut the fuck up. No, you would love to fuck your brother's wife. That's what you would like to do. That's what you'd like to do, and that's what you're gonna do.
You would like to cuck your brother.
No, yeah, it's the summer I cucked my brother.
Yeah.
And which brother are we talking about? We don't know.
We don't know.
It switches every fucking day. That's why I said in a balconette one piece.
Come on.
He's all of a sudden like. That's how I feel.
What's the Monday swimwear head ass? What's the swimmer company that Bella Hadid did her collab with? I was gonna buy some from them and it was like $300 a top, and I
don't even fucking know.
It's really famous. I can't think of it. It's gonna fuck up my joke. Anyways, okay. Are you good off in the summer term pretty? Should we do a quick?
Wait, there was one other thing I was gonna say.
Okay, go ahead.
And also the fact that he's like, I can't take her because like. I can't control my thought. Yeah, fucking clearly. But also, like, you're a grown-ass man. You're a grown fucking man. You can't handle driving this bitch to her little kid errands, like these fucking going to get snubbed at the cake store. You can't drive her around without gooning in your head.
Yeah.
You're sick. You're sick.
Yeah.
You're sick and you have bad taste, by the way, because everything he suggested was ugly.
Yeah.
So, especially in Michael's. He's like, well, what about these fake flowers? Ugly. All of them.
Sunflowers?
Mixed with like peonies? Are you crazy? Someone get Laurel on the phone. I have to say something to her. Someone get Laurel on the phone. Stat. Anyways, I can't wait for the next episode. And when everyone's like, can't wait for Conrad's POV, I better not see his POV the rest of this season. Okay?
That was his POV, wasn't it? That we just watched.
Yeah. I'm just saying that better be the last time I see his.
Right.
Clearly, his POV is pissing me off. It's filled with gooning and it's gross.
Yes.
You're right. That was his POV because it was creepy and weird. So I was feeling it.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, still, as I say every week, still enjoying myself. Still enjoying myself, even though it may not sound like it.
Right.
Yeah.
I show a lot of thoughts.
But they're not going to get me.
No.
You aren't gonna get.
Or we're team no one. I'll be honest.
I'm team Laurel right now.
Yeah. I'm always team Laurel.
I'm team Belly's parents. Like that's who I am right now. And honestly, someone commented on the cut down on Instagram and they said, right now I feel like Steven's my favorite, and that just feels wrong. And that's so real.
And it's funny because my last thought was going to be like, stop showing me fucking Steven. I don't care.
At this point, I'd rather watch Steven. I don't want to watch him look at her. I don't want to watch him do that. That's how he's doing it. I don't want to watch him open eye jerk
goon.
off. Yeah. Just,
stop.
I don't want to watch him open eye goon anymore.
Yeah.
Any fucking more. Don't want to see it. Sorry. I'll watch Steven doing his coding. I'd rather watch that. I'd rather watch Steven. Oh, him and the girl on the train?
I don't care.
Don't care.
I don't care.
I feel like
I would rather be watching whatever fucking nonsense Laurel is doing than watching this.
I feel like the two of them are going to hook up or something, and Taylor's going to walk in, and then it's going to be like some shit like that. Like that's gonna. She's like, "What do you care? What do we care? What do you care? We're not dating, so it's fine." It's gonna be some more shit like that.
I also think Taylor is too mean to him. So I think that if I were to pick a more suitable partner for him, I would
but that girl's mean too.
Yeah, but it seems like he knows there's like a basis of joking, and like Taylor, like he just walks up and starts catching strays. To be honest, do you know what I mean?
Not so much anymore. Like remember when she got all dressed up, and then Jeremiah's like, "Steven's not here," and she's like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah,
and I was laughing because I was like,
I do like Taylor though, so I get that. I just think that they're not a good match for each other, is what I think.
Yeah, there needs to be more growth on, I think, both of their parts.
Yeah, I agree.
To be honest, but like especially like, with Taylor's like inclination to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. Just like I don't want to watch any more gooning, you know?
I agree. Yeah.
But anyways, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Stop asking us why we're not Team Conrad. You guys already know.
Yeah. Okay, so we decided to do an advice episode. I'll post like a real Google link so I can track them a little bit better, but we did an Instagram Q&A version of it for now. To have y'all send in questions that you need advice on. I feel like these were our first episodes that kind of went kind of viral. We're going viral.
Oh wait, can I say something really quick?
Go ahead, buddy.
When Brittany was here, Brittany came over and had cousin time with us. But this wasn't my new thing. Like, you know how we're always like it feels like I'm being choked. More specifically though, now my new thing, and me and Brittany were doing this all weekend, was the one that the British guy did when he was like,
with the
who
mayonnaise.
leaves the mayo like that? when he goes like, ah, with both hands. So all weekend, anytime we said anything that was annoying, we'd be like, ah.
Yeah.
You have to like yell. You have to be like, who leaves mayo like that?
Yeah. I feel like that all the time, bro.
I know, but you have to use both hands. So
sure.
That's my new thing.
It's a 2-hand job.
Let me know what you guys think.
Okay, so
I'm like, on to the advice.
Yeah. Anyways, now that I'm done with my bit.
Yeah, now I can give you guys some advice.
You know what? We're going to do all of these anonymous because I did not ask you guys if you wanted to be seen.
Oh, that's a good point.
Okay.
Yeah.
This first one, he said, I have a second date with a really nice boy. When can I give him a little smooch?
I think for kissing, I feel like when I feel it, I do it. Mm-hmm. That's what I think. I think if the vibes feel right, you should do it. That's what I think.
Yeah, I've done it on a first date. I've done it on a second date. I don't think it matters.
Yeah. Whatever. And I kissed Billy for the first time, I think, on like our third or fourth date, but that was because we were friends.
I
too.
always ask. Yeah. Like I've been asked, like, can I kiss you? Would it be okay if I asked if I kissed you? And then I'll usually ask, like, is it okay if I kiss you? And by usually I mean I always do. So I would get consent first to vibe check
the only time I think it's not verbally voiced is when it's like mutually leaning in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's already happening. Like
sure.
Kind of thing. But I think if the spirit calls to you, I think you should do it.
I agree.
I don't think there's ever really the best time or the right time. I think it's just the right time is when you feel good about it.
Yeah.
I think.
Or I'm going to say they because I don't want to assume pronouns. This one says, should I reach out to an ex-friend that I ghosted because he was talking shit about me behind my back?
I mean, I would need more context, but it depends on how you feel. Like, you know, if you ghosted them because they were talking shit on you and they haven't reached out to you, then maybe your initial assessment of it was accurate and maybe you shouldn't reach back out to them.
But if you ghosted them, then clearly they did reach out. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It depends on like if they reached out to you. So I'll say like if they haven't reached out to you at all and you're just missing them, I would say that's kind of an indicator of a bad friend. If you, first of all, they're talking shit on you, you find out, and second of all, you ghost them and they don't care, I would say that's a bad indicator. If they did reach out to you or they have been reaching out to you and they don't know what's going on, then I would say that you should, depending on how much you love or care about this person, I would say that you should have the conversation with them.
Yeah.
Because for me, like, obviously I'm a very like confrontational person, but like more specifically, like I'm really open to talking about problems, like with friends too. So like if we ever have beef or an issue and I'm feeling some type of way about it, and then you ask me, hey, what's going on? I feel like you're upset with me or whatever. I will tell you exactly why I'm upset. Yeah. And we can talk through it however you need, right? But like I want to be able to tell you, because I like the idea of talking about it, addressing it, and squashing it. Because to me, that's like adult friendship. Like adult friendship or partnership or companionship in any way. Like community only thrives when everybody feels safe and validated, right? So like when you all feel like you're being listened to, everyone feels like they're being validated, you can have problems with friends and still work through them. Like they're not always, friendship isn't always going to be sunshines and rainbows. Like you're never going to fight ever. I'm sure there are friends that like you spend more time with and maybe that causes more conflict or whatever. But I would say if either or, like depending on whether or not they're reaching out or not, that's what I would do.
And I think maybe you said this too, that I think that it depends on how important the friendship was to you.
Yeah,
so if you've taken time to figure out like where you were standing in it and where you think it could be better. And,
and if it matters to you.
Yeah, then I would say something. That's why when people were telling me
agree.
like, oh, should I reach out to my friend? I'm like, well, you know, if it
depends
matters
on
that
if
much
you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like for me, like if I really love you, I want to be able to tell you so we can move on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't want to hold on to it. And I hate that. Like I hate feeling bitter about stuff, you know?
This one, they sent in like a bunch of questions, but one says, what was the blurred picture that Brittany showed you on Royal Court?
I'm not going to tell you guys
No, I know. I just said that to be funny. But it is so fucking, as someone who was there, it is so fucking funny.
It's really funny, but it's not nearly as like, it's not secretive. It's not it's not like a never before seen picture, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think
like,
what made it funny was that it was the surprise.
It was just the fact, like, why would you ever show me that? And if that was the case and you guys did see it, and my response literally was, what if I just said monster again? You guys would laugh.
Yeah.
If you knew what it was.
If you knew what it was, yeah.
I highly anticipate, like, if me and Brittany and, like, Caleb or Trixie or whatever ever do Hot Ones versus, I'm, like, so confident that's going to be one of my questions. Or Brittany's. And I will tell you then. Because that's how bad I don't want to eat those wings. But, like, I will tell you then. So catch me on that if you ever see me on that thing.
Yeah. This one says getting past avoidant attachment. I'm assuming you're saying you're avoidant.
Yeah, I think so.
As someone who has fucked around with a bunch of avoidants, I'm gonna say that as someone, and I'm secure. I think that all of you, I was disorganized, and then I realized that it's because of the person that I was with that was making me anxious, and then I dated someone who was secure, and then I was secure, and then that happened. If you are avoidant, you should not be dating. I think it's such a disservice to other people to be dating when you think like that. And I understand that you have your own fears and anxieties that you're working through. You should work that out on your own, not while dating someone else and wasting their time.
Working it out on someone else, even though you may feel like that is helping you, it's more than likely gonna hurt someone else, if, like, in my non-professional opinion. Like, so I would agree with that. I would say, like, everybody's different in terms of their attachment styles, but I would say that sometimes other ones can hurt. Like, your attachment style can still be harmful to others, I guess, is something that I think you should be cognizant of and aware of, because she's right. Like, it's kind of like, this is a very literal depiction of, like, secure or anxious versus avoidant, right?
Yeah.
Dating someone who doesn't want commitment.
Yeah.
But, like, does everything else except the commitment. Like that's cosplaying relationships to me. That to me feels like a huge fucking waste of time.
Yeah.
Because what's the point? Like, if you're keeping the door wide open, why am I only in this house? I could be living in all kinds of other houses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I could roam free. I could run forever. I just think that you should be dating people that are looking for that, I guess. And that's the same thing with avoidant. Like for avoidant people never date avoidant people. They date anxious people. Anxious attachments. Like that's who they date.
Yeah.
Or secure. Right? Those are the only fucking people you date because you don't like feeling the avoidance either. Yes? Because what's the fucking point? So a very literal parallel to that is dating someone who really wants commitment and wants to work towards monogamy, right? Like wants to be monogamous and be committed to one person, and someone who isn't quite sure. Like, I don't know if I want commitment right now. Well, we're in our 30s, so I do. So you should go be with somebody else.
Which
like,
I was going to say too, that like I've been.
That's the problem
Yeah.
is like you guys don't remove yourself from the situations. You just like inflict it and then expect everyone to kind of adapt. And that has been my very common experience with avoidant people.
And mine too, yeah.
In dating. And it's like, I know it's not your fault. But this is the part that I think is the hardest to deal with dating, which is like autonomy. You need to be honest about
And
what
state
you want.
your intentions at the very beginning.
What you want, what you don't want, what you're afraid of, what you don't like. Like you need to be honest about that. Not just like, I don't want a partner to do this, or I don't want a partner to do that. You also need to be honest about your own actions.
Yeah.
Like, how do I feel? Is this fair? Like, is this something that this person wants too? Or am I being selfish? Like, those are questions I think that people need to be more honest about, because
I agree, because
it's always like othering. It's always like,
feels
oh, they're
so,
doing this to me.
Especially you guys, because I'm 31. So when I'm dating now, like when I initially went through my breakup from my 8-year relationship, I was probably super anxious and very disorganized, and I felt abandoned. I was confused, whatever.
And I will say too, not to interrupt you, sorry, just really quick about anxious. I'm a very secure, attached person, but I'm also a very anxious person naturally. So my attachment can turn anxious if I'm not in the right headspace.
But also for me, it was dating someone I thought I was anxiously attached, and then when we broke up, and then I was like,
well, I mean, to her, yeah, no, but like we do have anxious attachment. That is true.
Yes, but I'm saying in my romantic relationships, I've never felt like that until I was dating someone who I realized after we broke up, and then I started dating someone who's secure, and I felt fine. I was like, oh, it's because I'm naturally already anxious. That's
what I'm saying. Like you can still be anxiously attached when you are anxious. Like I'm not an anxiously attached person really, but when I'm very anxious, I am an anxious attached person.
Oh yeah,
it comes and goes. But I would say we both sit in anxious and secure mostly. I don't sit in avoidant whatsoever.
No.
I don't have that in me whatsoever.
No.
If I'm not secure, I'm in anxious. And if I'm not in anxious, I'm insecure. So
yeah, so I was gonna say
that's where I
talk
move.
about this in therapy all the time. That like at the very beginning when I'm dating someone or I'm seeing someone, I'm not seeing anyone right now, but when I am, I state my intentions at the very beginning. So I'm like, we were talking about this the other day. I only like to date one person at a time, which is, I said that, I'll say that. And I'm like, do you? And if they don't, then I'm like, okay, then I don't think we should talk anymore. Or for me, I would say like, is this serious or casual to you? And they would say, oh, this is serious. I'd be like, okay, so we're both having the understanding we're only talking to each other, we're only sleeping with each other, whatever. And if that scares people away, I don't want to be with people like that. So that's fine. I think, especially in lesbian relationships, I'm trying to be as forward as I possibly can. So there's no discrepancy or confusion on like, oh, I didn't know, or I thought it was this or whatever. So then if they do end up fucking up, it's not my fault. That's their fault, because the intentions and the understanding were set. You disrespected that. Don't talk to me anymore.
Yeah.
So
I agree,
but especially, and I don't think we talk about this enough. You need to be talking about STI testing at the very beginning, whether you're straight or queer or whatever. I feel like that's very important. And if you're lying about your status, you're a freak weirdo, and you deserve to go to jail with Conrad and go goon with him in there.
Yeah.
But anyways, okay, I think
Conrad's not real. So.
No. We'll do a part 2 next week. I did like this one. We haven't done an advice one in a while, and I felt like this one was really good. So we'll do another one next week. Make sure you get Drew's book. The paperback comes out on August 26th. That's very soon. How exciting. Yes. And then make sure you sign up for the Patreon so you can look at other exclusive content that you can't find anywhere else.
Yes.
But other than that, we love you, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
That was a HeadGum podcast.